What's good, Gooners? Yes, two players have just come in today, so let's have a chat about them. First of all, we've got Danny Cellabos. Oh, by the way, this is my uncle's house in Jamaica, in Santa Cruz, St. Elizabeth. Look at that lovely backdrop there. Absolutely wonderful. Weather here is about 38. So yeah, I'm really hot right now. But let's talk about these new players coming in. So we've got Danny Salibras, who is a fantastic player. He's a very forward, progressive player. Can play on the 8 or the 10. They're looking for him to really be a Ramsey's replacement, and we're looking for him to obviously deal with Ozil in relief. So if you're playing against teams that are very high pressing, Ozil's not going to be able to be effective in that situation. So you've got somebody who you can slip in there if you need to get a high press done. So tactically, it's a good move. And he's also effective in the diamond as well. So he can be that third option that we've been talking about. And as I said, it's really a direct replacement for Ramsey. For me, I'm a little bit concerned about the status of this player coming in, because all it is just Ramsey's replacement. It's not anything else defensively that's going to help us stop the goals from going in. And again, we're not addressing the situation of letting 51 goals in last season and 51 goals in the season before that. These moves are not going to change our result. That's just the bottom line of it. That's just me being real. You know, we're a fifth, sixth place team, and we still look like a sixth, fifth place team because we're not really making that move to tool up the defense. Now, Celebros is a very effective player, two-footed, high quality player in between the tackles, and can really help the front line. But at the end of the day, it is a loan deal. It is something that is not going to solidify the future of Arsenal, because while there's an option at the end of the loan, Real Madrid really hold the cards. And if they want him back, then he's going to have to go back. And all of that development would have been for nothing, which is a shame, because obviously Unai Emery's had him before at Sevilla. And you'd really like something out of this. I really can't see the advantage in it. I know the Denis Suarez deal was a waste of time, but with this one, I don't think Emery would have pulled the trigger on this unless he knew there was something that he could do at the end of it. So let's just have to wait and see how that goes on. Also, welcome new signing, William Saliba. William Saliba, as everybody knows, has come from Saint Etienne. He used to follow Arsenal when he was younger. There's plenty social media pictures of him as a little boy wearing an Arsenal top. And there's a lot of reasons why he's chosen Arsenal over Spurs. A lot of that is because obviously Arsenal adhere to his wishes. He did say, and it was straight from the player and the agent, that his wishes was to stay and develop in France for another year. And once Arsenal agreed to that, personal terms were sorted, and it really was just about the fee. And it was about Arsenal really trying to deal with the fact that the player had to go back for a year. So Arsenal just dealt with it, buried their pride, and gave the player and the team what they wanted. Also, it helps that Guendouzi had spoken to the player, which he admits now when he was away on break. He bumped into Guendouzi, and Guendouzi talked up Arsenal big time. So this guy's going to be a true Arsenal player in the fact that he's always liked the club and he wants to play here. And really the benefit is next year. It's not going to help us this year, guys. It's another deal that isn't going to help us. So where are we right now? Arsenal have brought in a few players as well as Martinelli, so that's 3. The Zaha bid went through Wednesday morning. So far, Palace hasn't said anything. So, and again, I think we all know Palace's stance. There's 2 things on that stance. One is they wanted 80 million. The second thing is with the 65 million plus Reece Nelson loan, they wanted Reece Nelson on a permanent deal. So we're not really giving Palace what they want. I would fully expect them to reject that deal. If they don't, then it would be gravy, and thank you very much. I'll take it. But at the moment now, let's just have to wait and see what happens on that one. But again, I think with 3 players in at the moment now, and a Zaha big money deal focus on 65 million, which is going to take up a huge chunk of the budget and still not help the team defensively. I don't really know where you go on that one. I wouldn't be surprised if you hear Arsenal pull out of the Turney deal and the Zaha deal and then just start looking elsewhere. You know, now Edu's here. I'm sure he's got a few ideas of players that we can go after where we're not going to start to fool around with terms and agreements and how the payments are made and whether the players want to come here or not. It's just long, you know. Both Turney wants to be here, although he's, you know, we know he's a hardened Celtic boy. Zaha wants to be here, he's a hardened Arsenal fan. But if the deals can't get done, then stop flapping around and move on and improve the defence, because that's really where we've got to go. Time is running out. The transfer window is going to be over soon, and Arsenal really have to start thinking about how their position in the transfer market is going to affect their overall position in the league next season. If any of these moves that you're doing are not going to affect what you need, then stop, rethink, contextualize, and then go for something that's actually going to improve your result. Again, we've seen United go for Wan-Bissaka. We've seen them go for Harry Maguire, although that's not done in concrete. But, you know, when in Pep's second year, he spent 160 million on defenders because he knew when he had managed Man City for a year that without dealing with the defence, nothing was going to work. So to be a top team, there has to be a focus on your needs. And right now, Arsenal are not focusing on their needs, and that's a concern. It's a worry as far as the fan base goes. It should be a worry for Edu, because Edu's come in, he's now Emery's boss, and the way he should be looking at it as, you know, how is this going to turn us around from the last 2 years of letting 51 goals in 2017-18 and 51 goals in 2018-19. We've seen no improvement. And you know, I guess all of you fans are in the same position as me, where we're not really going to be hopeful on our chances of getting a top 4 position unless that is taken care of. As far as Man United goes, if they keep bringing in defensive reinforcements, if they sell Lukaku, that's more money in the bank for them. There's things United can do from that standpoint that will make them bump Arsenal for a top 4 position. Chelsea, let's not talk about Chelsea. They look like they're going to have another season where they're just going to sink. They're having a horrible pre-season at the moment. But at the end of the day, we got to think about ourselves, and we've got to start making these moves to improve our team. I haven't seen enough from them in the off-season, if I'm honest. I haven't seen enough positivity and structure from what they're doing, and fair dues, Edu's coming late, hold your hands up for that, but now he's here, let's put the focus on it, because we've got 3 weeks of the transfer window left, and honestly, time is running out. But that's where it is from me, guys. So welcome to Danny, Cellabos, welcome to obviously we've said Martinelli before, and then welcome to Saliba as Arsenal players. Great stuff. Not going to change our result, so let's focus on what we need to do to become top 4 team and start challenging for the title. See you later, guys. Peace out from me in Jamaica. I'll touch base with you when I get into Miami, and then we'll see what happens if anything develops. All right, peace out.